today's story takes place back in 2016. This story is a pretty memorable story. So, back in 2016, my family owned this duplex at the beach, and my aunt lived on one side, and this guy lived on the other side. And he had like roommates and stuff, and people coming over. He was a party dude, so he basically left. Like, he couldn't pay rent anymore, so he just left. He gathered a couple of his belongings, and then he left all his stuff. Like, he just left. So, my family was left to clean up all of his stuff. And not only did this guy leave most of his stuff, but he also caused almost $100,000 in damages. And that's one of the reasons why my family sold this property. Like, there's just so much stuff that we had to repair that we couldn't afford to repair. So we basically had to fix it up so we can put it on the market. And to do that, we had to clean up the other side. So my family had rented out that side for him for like 20 years. So there was stuff that was really old there. Some of that stuff was really nasty, like in the bathrooms and in some of the bedrooms, the carpet getting all nasty, and cleaning it up was just such a big project, but at least I got this reward out of it. And while we were cleaning it out, I remember going into the living room, and there was this table, and this table had this drawer, and I remember opening it, and there was weed spilled all inside of it. And I had also found a little rolling tray and rolling papers, various sizes, various brands. And I also found a grinder, so I was pretty sad. And back then, I didn't have a job, so this was an absolute luxury for me. And I must have found at least 5 grams of weed, which is so much back then, because back then I still had a very small tolerance to weed. So this lasted a very long time for me. And during this time, there was a hurricane, and my family's house ended up being, right in the flood zone. So we had to evacuate. My aunt had to evacuate, and she had to come stay with us for a while at our house. So we're chilling. We've got all our supplies. We're watching TV, everybody's waiting around. I'm in my room, I'm playing my games. I remember I was playing some Black Ops 2 Zombies on the Xbox 360, you know how it is. And I'm just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying all the stuff I got. And the guy also left a whole bunch of CDs, like hundreds of CDs of like 90s rock and reggae and all kinds of music, all the stoner tunes. And a lot of the CDs, like the CD was not in the case. And what I did with those was I took out the paper that was inside of the case, and I made it so like all of the CDs, they were like stoner CDs, and the pictures on them were really stonery and stuff. So that's what I wanted. And I cut them out and I taped them all onto my wall. And now there's this giant collage of all this stoner stuff on my wall. I also got some t-shirts, a pretty cool t-shirt, some other like cool trinkets, odds and ends. I also have like a little box still full of the stuff that I got from that house called Trinkets, Odds and Ends. It's a Skyrim reference. So I was chilling, I was smoking, I was getting ready for bed, I was turning off my games and stuff, and my aunt knocks on the door, and she just comes in. I don't say anything, which kind of annoyed me, but she says goodnight, and while she's leaving, she sniffs, and I knew she knew. I knew she knew that I was smoking. But I also knew that she wasn't going to say anything, which was good. So I go to sleep, everything's all fine and dandy. And throughout this 4-day period, all I did was just smoke. And the power never went off, nothing crazy happened, my roof didn't get blown off, I didn't get blown away or anything like that. So that was good. And yeah, this was just a little short story I wanted to share with you guys. And there's going to be many, many, many stories to come. So subscribe, don't forget to like, and peace.